gonna be chill. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so this is the second episode of Results with Riles. I'm sitting here with Marcus, okay? Marcus was one of my first clients ever, all the way back like a year and a half ago when I first wanted to start getting into fitness. Marcus was one of the first people to reach out to me, okay? So Marcus, I want you to walk through who you are, what you do, and walk through kind of like what got you up to this point, bro.
All right, so obviously I'm Marcus Rector. I'm here with Riley today, Coach Riles, and one of the first things that was really on my mind coming to him was how I could be better as a football player and an athlete overall. Something I struggled with going into college. I go to Wheeling University currently, and I'm actually about to transfer up here in the fall to play ball. Okay. But one of the things I struggled with kind of coming out of high school is I was still a bit stiff in the hips. I shot up really fast when I was younger, and I wasn't really the most agile yet, and I was still kind of raw in a way. And I really just needed to loosen myself up more than anything and become more athletic, more twitchy, more explosive, stuff like that. And that's all stuff Riley helped me tremendously with his programming. And, you know, he gave me list of workouts, workout plan, the stretching routine that helped me tremendously that I still use to this day. Yeah. That still helps me. And it's just, I mean, it's helped me in ways I can't even explain, man. It's translated to the field, on the field, off the field, in the weight room. It's great.
Hell yeah, bro. So let me ask you this, bro. What made you first reach out? So like obviously I post all the time. My goal is to literally make everyone open their Instagram, whatever, and be like, get out of my feed. What made you like originally like reach out in the first place, brother?
Well, I knew you were someone that had like a lot of experience already, and you were someone who was into working out a lot. And it kind of like, just to me, I was trying to get any edge I could. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. You know, I'm trying to hear opinions from everyone and anyone. And like, I reached out to other people and talked to some other people, but ultimately at the end of the day, I felt like this was the best choice for me because I felt like you had the best credentials.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. And a lot of people don't realize, like, I'm in school for this. I'm getting a master's degree, marketing exercise science. I'm exercise science. I'm on track to maybe get my PhD in this. Like, if you're going to look for somebody, it's important to have somebody that's been in a situation where you're at. So for me, I've been an athlete, played Division I football. I've been working with strength coaches for multiple years. And it's important, like you said, and you heard Marcus say, like, at the end of the day, you got to find somebody that you know is going to put the same effort into you as you're going to put into the program. Okay? So let me ask you this, man. Like, what was something that you knew, like, was going to be helpful having somebody to like actually do the programming for you? Because obviously when it comes to athletes, like that's a lot more complicated than maybe somebody who's going to try to lose weight or somebody who just maybe wants to look a little better. Like, why did you decide that you wanted to work with somebody else to do it for you?
Well, I think the biggest thing is I knew I could reach out to you easily and you would respond quickly. If there was something I was confused on and something I needed walked through, I think that was one of the biggest things for me.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, bro. Like, what were some concerns that you might have had, or maybe some concerns in the back of your mind, like, oh, do I even want to coach? And like, how would you get over those to actually like make the decision to like actually invest in yourself, bro?
Honestly, I mean, I didn't really have like too many concerns. Like, I felt like I'm doing the right things. I'm working hard. Like, it's ultimately all going to play out for itself eventually. Yeah. And you know, talking to more people that think that way will help you get to those goals faster.
100%, man. So when we first started kind of working together, walk me through like why it was helpful when it comes to the gym and the weight room to kind of have a set structure of like how to go about doing everything. Because some people get confused, some people don't know what to do. Like, why was it helpful to have like a list of exactly what to do?
It's helpful to have a list of exactly what to do because it makes it easier to hold yourself accountable and to actually like track the results in that way. Like, you can see on day 1 versus like day 20 of doing the structured workouts and stuff like that, how much it'll carry you through it. Like, I think it's one of the biggest things for tracking progress is like actually seeing like, you know, I did this day, I have to keep doing this, hit my reps, sets, all that stuff.
Yeah, 100%. As I always say, it's like baking a cake. Like, you might be able to wing it and your cake might be decent, but if you follow the recipe to a T, like, that cake's going to look really damn good. Yeah. It's going to be how it's supposed to be because it's measured, it's precisely, and it's measured to how you want it to be. You know what I mean? When it comes to strength, like, it's got to be measured. You got to progress. You're not going to get stronger, and you're not going to, you know, get bigger if you're not getting stronger. You're not progressing. Like, progressive overload. Whatever it is, you got to progressive overload your calories for your food, your training, all of that. Right? So walk me through. So we covered the training part, right? We got stronger. We got more mobile to allow us to get stronger, get better mobility, better range of motion. Why was it helpful to kind of have kind of something in place when it comes to like nutrition and having some knowledge when it comes to like how do I navigate like performance-driven nutrition?
So it kind of just helps like knowing when to eat certain things and when not to eat certain things, you know, like how to fuel your body. Something I've seen you posting a lot about is like actually like drinking protein shakes during your workouts to, you know, help improve muscle growth and all that. And like I think having the idea of nutrition, having a coach that knows the idea of nutrition, like it can help carry you to your goals way quicker than you ever expected, because a lot of people, they don't know a lot about nutrition. So I mean, whenever they get with somebody that does and they start following that outside of the gym, it skyrockets their results.
100%, yeah, because nutrition is, everyone's consistent with their nutrition. Everyone eats every day, and the most consistent things we do every day is we sleep and eat, and we maybe be awake sometimes, but it's like your nutrition is like you're already consistent, but it's like having the right pieces allow you to actually like put the pieces together in a way that's going to get the results faster. You know, you could probably get results eating bullshit or eating something wrong, but again with the cake, like if you have the right pieces and you're doing the little things. You know, when it comes to like that top end, you know, you might be able to look decent, but if you want to look exceptional, it's the little tweaks. It's the intro workouts. It's the time of the meals. Like it's going to be the little things, but also at the end of the day, it's about having the structure to know like what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and know that it's not wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand. And this is a big part too. Like, obviously, training nutrition, that's great, it's important, but that's something at the end of the day is like, that's something that a lot of people can find on their own. Like, why was it helpful to obviously know what to do and have it structured to your body, but why was it helpful to have somebody to be there to kind of walk you through it and hold you accountable to it?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is like going into it, I already felt like I had a strong base, you know what I mean? Like, I've been into lifting for a while. I've been an athlete for a while and stuff like that. And like I said, I feel like it helped me get that edge that I needed. It helped me get like that little bit more that I needed to really take stuff over the top. And I think, you know, having somebody there to hold you accountable, if accountability is something you struggle with, having somebody like that can really help push you over the edge too. Hell
yeah, man. So let me ask you, brother, since we started working together so far, what's been like the best moment you've had to be able to like see some of your results? Like what's been a moment that you remember like, damn, like this is working, man?
So I think one of the things this was around winter time going into spring ball last year, and going into spring ball and spring workouts and stuff like that. We were working like bend drills and stuff like that, like D-line doing bend drills. And like I was getting really low to the ground, but also maintaining my body control at the same time. And like I just felt really fluid, and it started to show whenever we got the pads on and stuff like that. We started doing one-on-ones. Like I felt really fluid with my pass rush and all that. And like I feel like, I don't know, that's the stuff I really noticed the most, where I was like, damn, like this is legit.
Yeah. So how does that make you feel, like confidence-wise, to know that like the work you've been putting in is actually paying off and it's actually something you can measurably see?
It just, I don't even know how to explain it, you know what I mean? Like it's such a relieving feeling in a way, but it's also like it makes you want to keep working too, because you just want to keep getting better. And like obviously there's going to be plateaus and stuff like that, and that's something people don't really understand a lot. Like sometimes you're going to run into roadblocks, but like if you just keep working through it and you stay consistent, like it's just going to keep paying off eventually.
100%. And at the same time, I always explain too, it's like I can't drive the car for you necessarily. Like I can't get in the driver's seat and like make you do it. But like at the end of the day, having someone in the back seat to, like I said, navigate all the issues. There's going to be something that's going to come up. You're going to plateau. It's going to happen. But it's like, okay, what are we going to have to do to actually like get through the plateau, to get around the issues, and actually have someone telling you, okay, where to go, where you're here. Because if you're driving, like you want to go around the potholes, but you don't want to go off the wrong road and have to come all the way back and restart, right? So it's not necessarily that I can drive the car for you, but I can navigate you, show you where to go. So also, when you're driving on your own now, you know where to go in the future. Exactly. You know what I mean? So like, let me ask you this now, like now that you've kind of had structure and you've seen it, like how helpful has that been, and how much more comfortable do you feel now on your own, kind of after we've transitioned out, to be able to handle it on your own, actually learning it? You know what I mean?
I feel like the biggest thing, like it's expanded my overall knowledge, and it's helped open up my mind to a lot of other things like that you don't really even think about. Like people think you just go into the gym, you do certain workouts, you'll just get strong. But like, there's a lot more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be mobile. You got to be flexible. You got to have all these other things. You have to have that foundation to be able to build up to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like more than anything, that's kind of what I've realized.
100%. So let me ask you this, man. So like, obviously, like you said, like you had the foundation. We put some of the pieces together for some more advanced level programming. And let me ask you this now, like the discipline you had to have to move to that next level. Like you said, how much is that carried into the other areas of your life, like with the little small habits of like being consistent with it?
I think it makes everything else in life easier in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Like, if you can approach things like that with a good mentality, you'll be able to approach everything else in life pretty fairly easily.
Yeah.
And I think that's something people like got to think about themselves too whenever they're getting into a program like this. Like, it's not just, you know, helping them out with lessons as far as working out, the gym and all that stuff, like their nutrition. It's helping them out with life, how they approach their job, how they approach their family, all that stuff.
Yeah, so you would say, I mean, because of having someone to like help you and motivate you and like being able to put that into your life, like you're someone that's got like more discipline, you have more structure, and you feel like because of that, like you have improved your life in other areas.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, man. Let me ask you this, bro. Like out of everything we did, like, you know, when we first started, we worked together, we did everything, and then we transitioned out to kind of like you, like sending you off to be able to do this stuff on your own. Like, how would you rate like me as someone to like, you know, guide other people with, you know, just their general fitness journey now?
Well, that's the thing. So like, we obviously already talked about, like, the stuff I was doing was very specific, like very specifically coded, very advanced kind of stuff. And it's just like, I feel like if you can do that, you can help anyone with anything. Like, if you got a guy that can teach things that are like, you know, next level type of stuff, like somebody that's trying to embark on a fitness journey, somebody that's trying to look better, build muscle, keep their body fat low, stuff like that. Really, all it takes is you just got to listen to the coaching and you just got to stay disciplined more than anything. And those results, they'll show over time tremendously.
100%. Yeah. And he said it perfectly. Like, it's like if we can put together a system, someone that's super advanced to someone that's got like super specific needs, you know what I mean? For someone who's just starting, like he said, it's going to be more so about building the habits. Like Marcus came to me with a strong ass foundation. He was lifting, he was here. I mean, he was lifting, he was already decent, but we took it to that next level. He dropped some of that body fat off, got more mobile, and it was really those little details to push him to that, like the next level. But like he was saying, if you're someone that hasn't built that foundation, you don't have a strong foundation, it's about getting that foundation, and then again, like a video game, you don't fight Bowser first, right? You start with level 1, level 2, and he was, you know, up near the final boss, and now he's handling the bosses, he's handling levels on his own because he's had such a good base, and we just kind of expanded where he was at and expanded on his knowledge, expanded on his skill set, and now he's able to do it on his own, understand it on his own, and now he's in exercise science in college learning to be a professional in this as well now. So it's that full circle to be the best version of yourself, not only on the field, not only in the weight room, not only in the classroom, but in life in general. Okay, so let me ask you this, man. Like, what would you say, like, the best thing about, you know what I mean, our experience together been? Was it the accountability? Like, how was it having, you know what I mean, someone to be there for you? How would you rate that?
I feel like, as far as accountability goes, I feel like I'm a very accountable person already as is.
Yeah.
But like having that person there to be able to talk to and to be able to like show the results to, it feels like it's paying off so much more because somebody is seeing you progress each and every day. Like having somebody there to see it themselves with their vision and be able to give you feedback on how you're getting better, like it pays off in so many ways.
Yeah, 100%, man. What advice would you give to someone who would kind of in a situation where they don't really necessarily know if they want to get a coach or nervous about reaching out, they want some help? Like, what would you tell that person who like is really kind of looking for some guidance?
I would say more than anything, like you just got to find it within you. And you got to realize, like, is this what I want for myself? Do I want to be the better version of myself?
Yeah.
And if you want to be that, then I 110% recommend you talk to Riley because he's going to get that out of you. He's going to find out who you are, how you operate as a person, your body type, all of those things. And he's going to make a program accustomed to you. And if you're not getting the results you want, he's going to tweak things. He's going to do whatever he can to make sure you get right.
100%. And I always explain, like, if someone signs up, like there's no other option but for you to win. Like, even now with my fitness, like, I have such crazy guarantees. It's like, if it's not a matter of if you get results, it's not a matter of if we, like, it's just win. You know what I mean? Because if you're committed, and we always say meet you halfway. Like if you go 25, I'm gonna go 75, I'm gonna go 90. Like if you're putting some effort in, if you can at least follow the steps, like we don't need to start anything crazy, but I guarantee you commit. You put yourself in a situation where like you actually are going to be open and work hard. There's no other option for you to succeed, because I'm the type of person that's not going to let you fail. You know what I mean? And it's the same way on the field. Like if you're the type of person who can come in and say, I'm going to be the best client ever, there's no option but for you to succeed. Like Marcus, he came in, he's like, I'm already pretty accountable, but there's no way I fail, because at the end of the day, as long as you know the person you're working with has good knowledge, it's up to you to go and implement it. But then again, if you have roadblocks, get around the roadblocks and be able to actually keep progressing. Okay? What are some goals you got moving forward, bro? What are some goals you got? So we obviously, we got stronger, we got more mobile, we got this. Like, what are some goals you personally have, whether it's maybe on the field, classroom, like what are some goals you got working towards right now?
Well, I think number one is just to always keep getting better, to always keep climbing up that mountain. You know what I mean? You obviously want to be better than the person you were yesterday. More than anything, I want to continue to do good in school. I want to maintain above a 3.5 GPA.
Let's go.
And on the football field, I want to be able to come here and be able to make an impact very early on, be able to, be a difference maker early on, and to keep growing my legacy on the field and off the field. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep getting stronger in the weight room, all those things, man. Like, it's just about improving. That's really about it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's that full circle, like you said. It's on the field, off the field, in the weight room, in your life. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like if how you do anything is how you do everything. You know what I mean? If you do something, halfway and you only give it half effort, it's going to transfer to other areas. If you're not disciplined in one area, it's going to slack. You're going to pull up. And that's the biggest thing that I'm seeing, when it comes to you. It's like you're on it in the weight room. You're on it in the classroom. You're on it with work and everything. You know what I mean? And that's why you're successful. And that's why you're going to be successful, man. But it's been an amazing interview, bro. I appreciate you coming on. And Marcus Rector, baby.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Let's go,
you,
baby. Let's go. I appreciate you, bro.
Hell